Classism is differential treatment based on social class or perceived social class. Classism is the systematic oppression of subordinated class groups to advantage and strengthen the dominant class groups. It's the systematic assignment of characteristics of worth and ability based on social class.
The U.S. is supposed to be a class-free society. Classes are not clearly defined like they are in other nations. Everyone is supposed to have the ability to move up or move down. The data we collected shows that it would be extremely difficult to move up in class and fairly easy or normal to stay or maintain an upper class status because of the school one attends.
In the article, The Social Psychology of Class and Classism by Bernice Lott, it states in addition to inadequate purchasing power, low-income workers face frequent layoffs, job instability, little hope of advancement, few benefits or incentives, systematic barriers to crucial resources, discrimination, stigmatization, and stereotyped beliefs. 40% of low-wage workers have no health insurance from any source. Low-income parents must often choose between meeting inflexible work demands and dealing with immediate family issues with too few resources for effective problem solving. Low-income families face problems that are hard to imagine for members of the middle class. How to cope with utility shutoffs, how to deal with not being able to pay the rent, and how to feed a family with insufficient and poor quality food.
We decided to examine 3 different high schools in the Minneapolis area that we feel represent 3 different social classes. Edina Senior High School for upper class, Southwest Senior High School for middle class, and Edison Senior High School for lower class. The school we picked to represent the lower class is Edison Senior High. Edison Senior High is located in northeast Minneapolis. The student population is 756 students, and the demographics that make up the population of the students are 50% black, 90% Hispanic, 17% white, 10% Asian, and 4% Native American. The student-to-teacher ratio is 13:1. 85% of students are on free or reduced lunch. Graduation rates are 62%. 6.1% of the student body drop out. There have been positive movement for the student to stay on track and graduate on time. In 2011, 34% of the student body at Edison graduated compared to the 62% graduation rate in 2014. In the 2015 standardized math test, the statewide average proficiency is 48.7%. Minneapolis Public School average is 28.5%, and Edison Senior High's proficiency is 27.2%. In the 2015 standardized reading test, the statewide average proficiency is 57.2%. Minneapolis Public School average proficiency is 31.7%, and Edison Senior High's proficiency is 26.9%. In the 2015 standardized science test, the statewide average proficiency is 54.9%. The Minneapolis Public School average proficiency is 33.9%, and Edison Senior High's proficiency is 39.4%.
The school we chose to represent the middle class is Southwest Senior High. Southwest Senior High is located in southwest Minneapolis. The student population is 1,725 students, and the demographics that make up the population of the students are 55.7% white, 27% black, 10.1% Hispanic, 6% Asian, and 1.2% Native American. The student-to-teacher ratio is 20:1. 36.8% of the students are on free or reduced lunch. Graduation rates are 85.6%. 1.8% of the student body drop out. Over the past several years, there has been a positive movement in graduation rates, improving 8% in the past 5 years. In the 2015 standardized math tests, the statewide average proficiency is 48.7%. Minneapolis Public School average proficiency is 28.5%, and Southwest Senior High's proficiency is 42.9%. In the 2015 standardized reading tests, the statewide average proficiency is 57.2%. Minneapolis Public School average proficiency is 31.7%, and Southwest Senior High's proficiency is 47.1%. In the 2015 standardized science tests, the statewide average proficiency is 54.9%, the Minneapolis Public School average proficiency is 33.9%, and Southwest Senior High's proficiency is 48.1%.
Edina Senior High is located in Edina, a suburb just west of Minneapolis. They have 2,002 students. Edina's demographics are 81.7% white, 5.3% black, 4.4% Hispanic, 8.4% Asian, and only 0.2% of students are Native American. Edina's student-to-teacher ratio is 19:1. Only 8.3% of students are on free or reduced lunch. The graduation rate at Edina is 97.3%. Out of the 2,002 students, only 1 dropped out last year. There has been a positive trend in graduation rate at Edina, improving about 5% over the past 5 years. In the 2015 standardized math test, the statewide average proficiency is 48.7%. Edina Senior High's proficiency is 69.3%. In the 2015 standardized reading tests, the statewide average proficiency is 57.2%. Edina Senior High's proficiency is 76.9%. In the 2015 standardized science test, the statewide average proficiency is 54.9%. Edina Senior High's proficiency is 71.1%.
The data clearly shows how income affects school performance. The areas with higher incomes have more successful schools. Areas like Edina, with a median household income of around $118,000, have better graduation rates and send more students to college than an area like North Minneapolis, with a median household income between $24,000 and $34,000. Or even areas like Southwest Minneapolis, with median household incomes around $66,000. People who graduate from high school and go on to attend college tend to have higher incomes than those who don't. Lack of achievement in academics in lower-class schools can create a cycle of going back to lower-class neighborhoods and sending their children to lower-class schools, never creating an opportunity to break from the system, as if this class system is as rigid as the caste system. It's hard to think of ways that we as individuals can change this. Even just nailing down the problem is difficult, because how much money a family has should not influence the quality of the child's education. The student needs more resources from their homes, more support from their parents. These resources, however, cannot be given by the parents, because the parents in lower-class families often have less free time as they may have to work long, hard hours at a job or two, in which they get paid an hourly wage. These parents are also not educated enough to help educate their own children. One solution is to get mentors into the lower-performing schools, mentors that care about how the child does and have the ability to teach the children what they need. These mentors would be able to offer support that the parents may not be able to, and may be able to spark a passion in the students. What can you do to make sure that each child, no matter their family's income or social class, has a chance to achieve their goals and dreams?